Morning is when you are the most productive and is one of the most important parts of your day. Healthy morning habits can help kickstart your whole day and help you get more done throughout the day. From eating a healthy breakfast to finding a consistent morning routine, there are a lot of ways that you can give yourself an advantage over so many people before you even step outside the house. That's why today we are covering 10 healthy morning habits to start your day, so you can feel like you are getting the most out of your days. Number 1. Eat a healthy breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and by far the best way to get yourself going in the morning. Stocking up on nutrients in the beginning of the day is essential, as it has been hours since your last meal. Going any longer without eating can cause you to lose focus, become irritable, and can snowball a rough morning into a bad day. Try eating something like eggs, which are full of protein and will fill you up so that you can make it to lunch without snacking. Fruits like berries can also give your body the fuel it needs to keep you sharp and ready to conquer the day. Going without eating will signal to your body that it needs to slow your metabolism, which can lead to weight gain, a lack of energy, and a sort of foggy feeling that is a terrible way to get the day started. Pair your favorite breakfast with a cup of coffee, or really any drink. You want to hammer home the habit-forming part of your brain. It will enjoy getting rewarded for preparing food with a nice beverage, and it will become easier to remember to eat before heading off to work or school. Number 2. Take some time to collect yourself. Before you start zipping around to get everything ready, take a few minutes to collect your thoughts and gather yourself. This can be done with yoga, meditation, or even just reading a book. It really doesn't matter what it is, just that you are able to stay inside your head for a bit before interacting with the outside world. Stay away from reading the paper, watching television, or anything like that though. The goal here is to focus on yourself so that you are better able to receive the world, not launch yourself right back into the drama of current affairs. Number 3. Take a morning walk. This habit is good for anyone, even if you think that it is something reserved for retired people. Taking a walk is a great way to get your body moving, and being able to interact with the outside world is a good way to be positive by enjoying its beauty. Studies have shown that getting enough sunlight is important in keeping people's minds sharp and moods upbeat, and the exercise will give you a little bit of dopamine to shake off any lingering tiredness from your sleep. It's also a good way to get out of the house, where it's often tempting to lounge around or return to bed if you have the day off. This little trip could help you stay productive and focused on the tasks that you want to accomplish. Number 4. Make your bed as soon as you get up. It can be really tempting to look at your messy bed and leave it till later, but you really shouldn't. Making your bed establishes sleep hygiene, as it's much more appealing to sleep in a tidy bed than one that requires work just to get into. Do your future self a favor and get your morning started off with a really good habit. The dopamine that we get from following through on our goals can also leapfrog you into the other ones like brushing your teeth and making breakfast. Establishing habits make you trust yourself more to follow through on them, and so getting some confidence right off the bat can help stop doubts from ever creeping in, as well as those lazy thoughts we all have some days. Number 5. Stay away from your phone until you are clear-headed. Cell phones are great for many things, and they help us stay connected to an entire social network of friends, family, and even employers. If you don't have to, however, you should probably hold off on checking yours as soon as you wake up. Phones have a lot of potential stressors, and sometimes they can actually derail our day before it even has a chance to get going. While it's important to stay up to date, and impossible to go radio silent in some cases, you should try your best to avoid any non-essential calls, texts, or emails until you feel like you want to approach them. People can often have these thoughts going through their heads as they go through their routine, which defeats the entire purpose of forming these healthy habits. These habits are supposed to be enjoyable and a sort of daily self-care to show yourself some love. You can also form habits better if you aren't distracted, so stay off entertainment apps and social media for a while. Number 6. Drink a glass of water as soon as you step into the kitchen. This habit may seem simple, but it has a whole lot of great behind-the-scenes stuff going on that you're going to really love. Physically, we benefit a lot from water after we wake up since our bodies haven't had a drop of it for a while. Being dehydrated can cause us to get headaches, lose mental focus, and in some cases to become nauseous or faint. It's obviously important to drink water, but most of us look at the clock at some point and realize that we haven't had any all day. Drinking water in the morning establishes a goal that you are already partway through and helps you keep that goal in your brain as you get started. So instead of feeling bad when you realize it's time to drink some water, you are already ahead of schedule instead. Number 7. Plan out your day. While most of us have an idea about what our day entails, it can be helpful to have a clearer understanding of it by focusing on your schedule before you go out and start trying to see it through. For some people, this means writing it down on a piece of paper. For others, it means just sitting and picturing yourself doing it. Ultimately, the most important thing is that you are paying attention to it. You don't want to forget anything, and part of forming habits is making sure that you stay consistent. Getting used to having everything done by the end of your day is a good way to build up confidence, and your dopamine receptors will reward you for it. Number 8. Brush your teeth with purpose. You want to brush your teeth in the morning. Not only is it practicing good oral hygiene to do so, but it also saves you from some pretty nasty morning breath. Recent studies have shown how powerful our minds are in helping us feel grounded, and one of the best ways to ground yourself is right in the mirror while you brush. Instead of thinking about your day and all the stuff you have to do, try and focus on the task at hand. It may seem weird because brushing is something most of us have done for as long as we can remember, but carefully observing the act can help you a lot. Focusing on how you push the toothpaste out of the tube and the way your brush moves helps ground you in the present, which has been found to help decrease feelings of stress or anxiousness. It also helps you feel more in control, as you have accomplished a task that you almost always take for granted. It's a weird trick, but one that has been found to be similar to meditation for people who haven't experienced the phenomenon before. Number 9. Make a playlist for your commute. Driving is scary for some people, and the cause of a lot of stress for many more. Being late to work or being stuck in traffic are not the most fun of times, but are too often how we get our workdays started. Spend your time in the morning making a playlist, and the following days tinkering with it. This is a form of attention to your future self, which researchers have found causes us to consider our feelings in the future. Being sympathetic to your future self can help you when you arrive in that moment. And weirdly enough, it can relax you knowing that your past self had your back. Music is a great option too, since it helps ease our anxiety and the rhythm can distract us from the commute. Varying your approach is also a good idea here. Spend time searching for podcasts or audiobooks to read to spice things up. All of these help to keep you grounded in the moment, and having something to look forward to on the commute helps you stay positive instead of resentful of your job or of driving. Number 10. Stretch. Stretching releases lactic acid in our bodies, which causes that soreness that you feel sometimes rolling out of bed. It also helps you acclimate to yourself and link your mind and body a bit better. Yoga is a good option here if you want, but even doing some toe touches and slow neck rolls can do wonders in helping you feel more in control of yourself. It's also good because it helps to wake you up and break you from that desire of just going back to bed. Like all habits, this one takes time, but if you can get the hang of it, you'll actually be more mad on the days you can't get a good stretch in. Which morning routine can't you wait to try? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.